around with hearts, hasten to my call. When I met that little girl, I knew that I would fall. Poor little fool, oh yeah, I was a fool. Poor little fool, I was a fool, oh yeah. Well, she played around and teased me with carefree devil eyes. Pulled me close and kissed me, but her heart was full of lies. Poor little fool, oh yeah, I was a fool. Poor little fool, I was a fool, oh yeah. Well, she told me that she cared for me and that we'd never part. So for the very first time, I gave away my heart. Poor little fool, oh yeah, I was a fool. Poor little fool, I was a fool, oh yeah. Next day she was gone and I knew it had to be. She left me with a broken heart, won her victory. Poor little fool, oh yeah, I was a fool. Poor little fool, I was a fool, oh yeah. Well, I played this game with other hearts I never thought I'd see. The day when someone else would play love's foolish game with me. Poor little fool, I was a fool. Poor little fool, I was a fool, oh yeah. Poor little fool, I was a fool, oh yeah. Hey, how you doing out there, Guitar Heroes? All right, we got a little Ricky Nelson today, 1958, Poor Little Fool. All right, well, I can't sing as high as Ricky, so right off the bat you say, well, what's this capo doing here? Well, because first of all, I wanted to do two things. I wanted to make it easier to play, and I actually wanted to be able to sing it. So if we wanted to be in the original key, we'd have capo way up here at 5. But we don't have any bar chords. Makes it a little bit simpler to sing and to play. Now, you kind of determine where your voice is going to be. If you can't sing quite as high as what I am, then just either take the capo off or just move it down. Okay, so we've got a fairly simple intro, and we've got a chord progression that basically repeats itself throughout the whole song. We're going to start with just a little G run here. 3rd fret of the low E, A open, A2, and then back to our home base of the 3rd fret on the low E. Okay, so we're going to get started on the intro with a G chord, an E minor, an A minor 7, which means we just pick up an A minor, pick up that third finger to get an A minor 7, and then we keep this index finger anchored right where it is, 1st fret on the B string, and then we just bring these two fingers over for a D7. So that intro goes a little something like this. G minor, A minor 7, D7, G, ooh, E minor, A7, ooh, D7. Now we got about 5 or 6 verses, and then we repeat a short chorus over and over and over again. So first verse, it's the same progression. G, I used to play E minor around with hearts, A7, hasten to my call, D7, and G, I met E minor, that little girl, I, A7, knew that I would fall, D7, and now we have the chorus. Poor little fool, G, oh yeah, E minor, A minor 7, I was a D7 fool, G, E minor, poor little fool, A minor 7, I was a fool, oh yeah. So this last line, actually, there's the backup singers that are singing that part. I don't think Ricky's singing that part. He says, I was a fool, then the backup singers, maybe it's the Jordanaires. E minor, poor little fool. A minor 7, I was a fool, oh yeah. But you got to keep that part in there. Okay, so we go to the second verse, exactly the same, and then we do that chorus again, another verse, and so on and so on. And we'll just play through the last verse and then the last chorus, because that's a little bit different. Start with that G. I played this game E minor with other hearts, but I've A minor 7, thought I'd see D7, the G day when someone E minor else would play love's A minor 7 game with me D7, and then the last chorus where we add an extra line. Poor little fool G. Oh yeah, E minor A7. I was a D7 fool. G. Poor little fool E minor. A minor 7. I was a fool. Oh yeah. And then one more time, and then we're going to end on a G, which is where we started. G. E minor, poor little fool, A minor 7, I was a fool, oh yeah. And that kind of brings us back to home base. Start on a G and end on a G. Okay, well, the strumming, the chord changes come pretty fast, so there's not really a strumming pattern here per se. So let's just come up with a speed. Used to play around with hearts, hasten my call. When I met that little girl, I knew that I would fall. Poor little fool, oh yeah, I was a fool. Poor little fool, I was a fool, oh yeah. So we've got kind of a slow, medium pace, and you can put a little emphasis on the downstroke just to give it a little bit more rhythm. So there you go, Poor Little Fool by Ricky Nelson, 1958. Remember, if you want to play in the original key from a vocal perspective, you need to be capo 5, and anywhere in between, you have at it and determine where your voice works best. All right, well, thanks a lot for watching. Take it easy out there, and we'll see you next time.